Hi everyone, welcome to VANHAUS Conversions. Thanks for tuning in. As promised, I'm just going to show you the van tour of our Renault Master conversion we did earlier this year. I just wanted to do a little introduction really, just because we were on a real time crunch to get this one done in time for the lady to move in on the day. So the video was quite rushed in all honesty, so I hope it gives you a good overview of what the van looked like as we put a hell of a lot of work into it, and I'm really happy with the end result. She's been living in it now for several months, yeah, we couldn't be happier with it. So thank you again for tuning in, thanks for subscribing, please share the video and tell your friends about us, and obviously if you'd like a conversion, please get in touch, however's easiest. And yeah, here's the van tour, enjoy, thank you. Hi everyone, welcome to VANHAUS Conversions. Just wanted to show you our newly completed Renault Master. We've been lucky enough to work on a brand new low loader. So I'll quickly give you a tour of the outside and then we'll go inside and have a look around and then go around to the back and have a look at that as well. Like I said, the van's brand new. We've fitted, on the top we fitted 2 solar panels. They'll be on different charge controls, they're not the same size, because just given the roof layout we weren't able to accommodate 2 such big panels, but we were able to put on one LG Neon panel which is 370 watt and a Perlite Delta which is 270 watt, so she's got a huge amount of solar on the roof. And we also managed to put up there a Dometic Heki MIDI skylight and a Max Air roof fan. As you might be able to see, she's also got a wood burner, which was kindly supplied by Fireweaver, a guy called Julian, lovely old guy, that makes beautiful little wood burners, as you'll see when we go inside. We did quite a heavy job on the front as well, because it's a low loader. We've managed to do a completely enclosed bulkhead, so the whole bulkhead's insulated with 60mm Celotex or equivalent basically. So I'll go in, I'll show you, we've got like a little sort of farmhouse door going in, and then I'll take you around the back. As I said, it's brand new, this van, so we've been really lucky to work on it. You can kind of get a feel of the theme of it already, but we just wanted to make it like a magic door that takes you back into the back of the van. Really feels like a house front door. Again, really our sort of style, homes on wheels entirely. Got a little latch here so that when you're driving you can shut it from this side, and then we made a little custom wooden latch and put it on the other side. She's also got 2 200 amp hour lithium batteries. They're one of the kind of top range ones that this company makes, so you can dial into each cell via Bluetooth. Again, the idea is she won't have to touch any of this, hopefully. Everything's run on Victron, so you know, it's basically download the Victron Connect app, and that's in your way essentially. You can communicate with all of anything important, solar, inverter, battery monitor, basically tells you everything. As they're lithium, you know, that's a huge amount of battery power you've got there with 400 amp hours. So that coupled with the solar panels, she should be able to be fully off grid, you know, for as long as she likes, really. Also, we've got quite a big water tank in the back, so if she wanted to, she could really spend a good few weeks without even going anywhere near civilization, which is, I think, everyone's dream at the moment, to be honest. We've got a little dog gate as well. She's got 2 small dogs, so we needed to create some kind of dog gate so that she can obviously stay in the back and they can't get out. So I'll come let you in from the other side. Right, as you can see, we've got the other side of the door into the cab. We made this little wooden latch for the door. And lots of little sort of touches like that for the handoff and the storage as well. And yeah, I mean, the main thing was we wanted to make this a really pretty van, you know, and every single piece of it is handcrafted. So, you know, every little bit of trim, everything, you know, I think we've probably got about 20 plus bags of sawdust, I think, just from all of the kind of lightening of all the wood that we've got in the van itself. We've managed to get it in at around 3150 dry weight, which I think is amazing given what's in this van. It's a fully equipped home with a wood burner, huge solar setup, 400 amp hours worth of battery power, and you know all the Victron gear you could ask for really. She's also got in here a compost toilet. And then we put a shelf up the top which you can put. We'll probably source some sort of wicker baskets maybe, or crates, or she may want us to make some custom ones down the line, but I thought she'd probably pick some up on her travels hopefully. We also made a cute little toilet for her. Inside the loo there's a fan, and obviously given it's a composite loo you can then open the loo up and change over number 2, and then obviously the number 1's drain, and then it goes the fan vent and switch on the top of the loo. So, at the back of the van, obviously she's got this gorgeous sort of raised bed area with I think the biggest window that Domestic do, I think about 1500 by 600. So, amazing picture window at the back. We've done all this custom carpentry in terms of the beams and just really tried to make it feel like a house. I mean, you wouldn't really know you were in a van, I think, in here. The sofa turns into a double bed, so you've got this front piece that just literally clicks up, done. I know a lot of people like slide out beds, and a lot of it looks fantastic on Instagram when you're doing a time lapse and moving cushions around and all that sort of stuff, but in practicality terms this is, I think, the quickest way you can make this into a bed, because obviously you just pull this cushion over, that one goes down, and you've got a pretty reasonable sized bed for someone that's under 6 foot. Obviously if you've got a taller guest, then you know they might have to hang their feet over a little bit, but and then there's just 3 hinges. You just click one, next, and then you've still got all of the storage underneath the sofa without any interference of, you know, sliders and all this, that and the other. The front of the bed is super lightweight. We only use lightweight plywood, hence why we've managed to keep the van at a really streamlined weight given what's here. We've also got a big table, so she can, you know, laptop, dinner, preparing food as well as using the kitchen. USB sockets there. That'd be good. There you go. So USB sockets. She's got an on-demand hot water boiler, which is called an IMAS. We've seen we fitted these in the other vans as well. It just works really. You just set the temperature and it will just sense that you've opened the tap. Obviously you have to have the gas turned on. She's got 2 dogs, as I said, so she's got 2 dog crates which fit inside this space basically. So it's literally a matter of just sliding them in really, and then the little lip here will stop them from bouncing around while she's driving. And then over here we've got the wood burner that was built by Julian at Fireweaver. It's really beautiful. The owner went for just bare metal look, and then we've used 25mm fireboard around the wood burner, which is resistant to over 1000 degrees, I believe. We've tested this with a blowtorch, one side of my hand, the other, and I couldn't even feel any temperature change after about 30 seconds. So yeah, it's very good stuff, and obviously copper dissipates the heat fantastically well. And when we've tested it, the copper is still basically cold. So and then there's a surround of stone around the bottom. Right, so I'll show you the back. It's got a huge garage, this van. She's pretty lucky actually. She's got so much storage in here. As I said, we fitted an IMAX boiler. Actually, I'll show you that. That's obviously this unit here. Generally, they've got a powder coated white cover, external flue, so fully certifiable, room sealed, etc. So all the fittings are on the back and the inside. I'll show you. We'll put a water filler up fairly high because obviously she's got quite a big water tank. And then, in case she's ever got anything damp in the back, we've also put another extractor fan, the same as the toilet, that she's got a switch on inside. So say there is any, you know, say she's got some, I don't know, muddy boots in there or something like that, forgets about them, at least you can leave that on when she puts them in there, and at worst, it's ventilated. And they've got these great heavy duty hinges and handles on them. We've just got hooks for, you know, waste water, electric hook cable. As I said, she's got a dog and hasn't got an actual dedicated shower. She's basically got the option to have a, you know, whatever connection here. It's a 3/4 inch VSP connection down here. And then she's also got the option here to basically, you know, either valve essentially. That is cold, that is hot. So, you know, choose which one you want, and then obviously open the valve. We've used all these braided fixings. Just aesthetically, they look great. Also, they are really strong, and they can go around bends and all that sort of stuff. So you're never really going to have any leaks. And this is all John Guest domestic kind of spec water system that can deal with a, you know, very high pressure, and I think over 65 degrees anyway. So the 30 psi pump is really not putting it under any strain at all. So bumps and all that sort of stuff, it all should be absolutely fine. And then she's also got 2 big filters. I believe they're 5 micron filters in there at the moment, with inline accumulator as you would expect with this setup really. The IMAS boiler is there, so water in and then hot water out, coming back here and then into the front of the van. And the water tank is, I think I said before, 210 litres. And it's just got, you know, just a utility light there which really lights it up actually at night. It's really, really bright, that light. And then also we've got leisure hookup in there, which is, again, you know, this is the sort of things which, again, you know, we'd never really think about when we're talking to a customer, but we end up making like custom frames just to cover things really, because, you know, a leisure hookup's not the most attractive thing to see coming out of the wall really. And we've also got a garage socket as well, which is right off the inverter. And then all the electrics, basically what you can do as well is, I didn't actually show you when the electrics are covered, but I will cut to a photo of it now. We've got a rotary switch in there, so you can basically run your sockets directly through, obviously, the breakers and the fuse box, the 240 volt fuse box, so it's all fully protected, and it essentially avoids the inverter basically. So if you were to switch it the other way, you could obviously still run the inverter to power the sockets, but why strain it? So it just goes directly to the socket, so you can do either or. So if you're on a campsite for months, you would just not use the inverter basically. So it's a really flexible system. And yeah, the van is just fully equipped and she can be off grid for a long period of time really. But yeah, thank you for watching. We're absolutely booked up until the end of the year now, so we've got 5 or 6 more vans lined up. So, you know, expect over the coming months lots of van tours and all sorts of content from us. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.